Recording in progress.
Right. Okay, Lamai. Today we are going to start the market structure lesson. This is the second part of cost of production lesson. Right, unit number 4. Unit number 4. What is the lesson, Lamai? Market structures. Market structures. Okay, the Lamai. Market structures. Unit number 4. This is the second part, Lamai. Right? We've completed cost of production part, cost curves, short run, long run. Okay, the Lamai. Everything done. Today we are going to complete market structures. Not complete with that. We are going to start the lesson of market structures. Market structures. Right. This is not much difficult point, Buddha. It's simple. There are 4 market structures in your level. Right. We have to discuss those four market structures in detail. Right. These are not much difficult. Right. Okay, Buddha. Here we go. Right. Okay. Right. Okay, the Rama, right. To start off, you can see Buddha, there's the topic called the firm versus an industry. This is also known as market as well. This is called market as well. Market. Okay, the Buddha. The press point is, to understand the difference between a firm and industry. Firm and industry, right? Firm mean Buddha, the one single business firm, right, which organizes production process and especially mobilizing factors of production. Mobilizing factors of production, and finally, Buddha, they produce goods and services, right? That is the job of a business organization. Every business does that part. Mainly, Buddha, there are 2 functions. Number 1, organizing the production process. Organizing the production process. Second one, mobilizing. Mobilizing, Buddha, mobilizing means moving factors of production, from one place to another place. Mobilizing factors of production. That is the main job or main task of a business organization. Okay, the Buddha. In order to earn profit, especially in private sector organization, their main objective is earn profit, Buddha. So to earn profit, they do these 2 jobs perfectly. Okay, the Lamai. Right. So you can say business firm, firm can be defined as an institutional unit. Which unit, Lamai? Institutional unit. Institutional unit engaged in the process of mobilizing productive economic resources. Process of mobilizing process of mobilizing, right? Mobilizing means the moving factors of production, right? They take resources from one place to another place, mobilizing factors of production, and other main one the organizing the production process. Organizing the production process. Why do they do that? What is the main purpose of organizing and mobilizing factors of production? What is the purpose? Why do they do that? To produce goods and services which are wanted by consumers or society. Okay, this is the main job of one firm in the industry. Okay, the lama. When it comes to industry, lama, industry mean sum of all firms, right? Collection of all business firms. That is called industry. Best example, lama. Let's say, if you say Elan Bank PLC, lama, that is one of the businesses in the banking industry, right? Commercial bank or Sampath Bank is one firm which organizes the production process and also mobilizing factors of production in order to produce goods and services which are wanted by consumers. Okay, the Buddha. If you take all banks, commercial, Sampath, HNB, all banks together, that is called banking industry, or we can say market, right? Simple idea, Buddha. Market is the collection of all firms which are producing similar goods, or we can say substitutes or close substitutes, right? Okay. Then firm is okay. Then Buddha, let's talk about industry. Note has not been given. Right, industry, put a star mark and write down. 1 minute. Right. Write down the note, Buddha. This is page number 3. Page number 3, the note for the industry. Write down, Lamai. Industry is the collection. Industry is the collection. Industry, the collection of all the firms. Of all the firms. All the firms. All the firms which are engaged. All the firms which are engaged in producing, engaged in producing a similar good, a similar good, similar good or service, similar good or service. Okay, the Lama. This is called industry. Right? Industry is the collection, Lama. Industry is the collection of all firms. Collection of all firms which are engaged in producing similar good, Lama. Similar good or service. Right? So that this similar good is called closed or clause, or we can say the perfect substitutes. Sorry, clause or perfect substitutes. Perfect substitute. Perfect substitute. Okay, the lamai. Right. Next point, write down. Second point. Second point. The industry is also known as market lamai. Market. Now you have learned market, demand, supply, equilibrium, right? Everything done. Okay. Industry is also known as market, which consists of which consists of which consists of which consists of one large firm, one large firm, one large firm, or second one lamai, few dominant firms, a few dominant firms, few dominant firms, or large number of large number of small firms, large number of small. But the market consists of, listen, market consists of, it can be one firm. Best example with in Sri Lanka, electricity generation. That market is dominated by one single firm. That is called monopoly. One of the market structures, right? So industry can consist, or industry can consist one large firm. First, what is first one? One large firm. What is second version, Buddha? Some industries are dominated by few dominant sellers. Few dominant sellers mean with the few large sellers. The best example in Sri Lanka, lamai, the fuel market. Kalana, tell me what are the main firms in the fuel market, Buddha? Yes.
So what was the question again?
Sorry, Buddha?
What was the question again,
No, no,
sir?
I asked fuel market in Sri Lanka. Fuel. What are the main? That is in one of the industries. I'm asking what are the main firms in fuel market in Sri Lanka? Petrol, diesel. Who are the suppliers?
Lanka IOC and Sipetco.
IOC, Sipetco,
Shell.
Shell. Now there's another one, right? Sinopec or something, and Laugh Gas. Sorry, Laugh. There are 5 firms. What does it mean? I'm not talking about branches and the number of petrol sets in Sri Lanka. No. Main firms. 5. It means that the entire fuel market in Sri Lanka is dominated by few large sellers. Those are called few dominant firms. What is last one? One large firm, a few dominant firms, or large number of small firms. 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 Best example of my paddy market in Sri Lanka. Paddy, egg. Okay, the lamai. And what else? Especially vegetables, right? There are so many producers in the market, right? Large number of small firms. right? Every firm has very small market share, or we can say insignificant in the market. Example, paddy farmers. How many paddy farmers in Sri Lanka? 2 million paddy farmers in Sri Lanka. In entire paddy market, is dominated by, controlled by a large number of small firms. All are small. Okay, so market can consist of one large seller like electricity, water supply la puta, the Sri Lankan Water Board. Cigarettes, tobacco owned by one firm. Entire industry dominated by one firm. Okay, the lamai. Railway, one firm. Or next one is few large sellers. Poor toothpaste market lamai. What are the toothpaste? What are the firms? Unilever, Signal, then lamai that Sudanta, right? Supiriviki, Siddhalepa, less than 10, right? It means few large sellers. Then for another example, milk powder market in Sri Lanka is one of the markets which is dominated by few large sellers. Every firm has a significant market share. In other words, every firm can influence the market due to the massive part of market share. When it comes to last one, every firm has very small market share. Okay, the lamai, right? More information will be discussed later on. Okay, the lamai, right? Write down one example. Please manage your space, or if space is not enough, given space is not enough, you can use a sticky note, or there's a space at the top of the page, right? Above the press topic, firm and industry, right? Okay. Example. Let's say Cargill's, we can say the supermarket. Cargill supermarket. This is the firm. One of the organizations, right? One of the organization. Punara, tell me, to which industry does it belong? Cargill supermarket. Cargill's. Punara, to which industry does it belong? Punara, sorry, Dipna. Aren't you there? Hello?
Is it one large firm, sir?
No. I'm asking Buddha. No. Not that's one. I'm asking, Cargill supermarket is the firm, one single firm. I'm talking about firm and industry, Buddha. Not large number of sellers or nothing. I'm asking, to which industry? To which industry does Cargill's belong? Banking industry or insurance industry, right? Or what is the industry? Which industry does Cargill's belong? Keels, Cargill's, Laugh. This is called supermarket industry, or we can say retailing industry. Retail industry, supermarket. Okay, the lama industry. Right. Another example. Let's say AIA lama. You know what AIA? AIA or SoftLogic Insurance. I'm talking about SoftLogic Insurance. That is one of the firm, Punar. Tell me, to which industry does it belong? What is the industry which AIA operates in?
Insurance industry.
Insurance industry. Insurance. So industry, this is industry, right? Insurance. Very simple. Right. Then another example with the Lyceum, Gateway. I'm not promoting any school, lamai. One of the firms, right? Let's say Lyceum. To which or Gateway? To which industry does it belong? What is the industry which the Lyceum performs in? Yes, Kalana. What is their industry, lamai?
Education.
Education, or we can say Buddha international schools, right? International school industry. Dipna, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then put another example. Let's say talk about Guru Niwasa lamai. So one of the firms, right, belongs to education industry. Okay, the lamai. And Aralia rice. Okay, the lamai. So one of the firm belonging to, we can say Buddha, that rice producing industry or rice market, not paddy, rice market. Okay, the lamai. So what I need to say Buddha, every firm, every business firm belongs to a certain industry or certain market. Another idea, right? Are you okay with me, Buddha? Punara, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then understand the difference between lamai, firm and industry. Firm mean one business organization which organizes the production process, right, while mobilizing resources in order to produce goods and services which are wanted by the society or consumers. That is called business. One firm. Every firm belongs to a certain industry. Every firm belongs to a certain market, right? Industry definition is, the industry is, or we can say industry is the collection of all firms. Collection of all firms that are engaged in producing similar goods. Example, supermarket industry, we can see all supermarkets same, they provide the same service. Banking industry lamai, if you say banking industry Buddha, it consists of commercial banks which provide the same service, banking or financial intermediation. Okay, Buddha. If you take hotel industry or construction industry, there are so many firms in the construction industry providing construction services. They are providing similar service, right? Flaws or perfect substitutes. This means they are competitors. Lamai. Telecommunication industry. Lamai. Telecommunication industry is the industry where all firms, right, providing telecommunication services. Same service or same good or service. Kalana, tell me, what are the telecommunication, I mean, providing the service providers in Sri Lanka mainly? Who dominates the market? Who dominates telecommunication service industry?
Dialogue Mobitel.
Dialog, Mobitel, and Hutch and Airtel. Does it exit Pudana, or I don't know? Is it there? Airtel? I've seen some advertisement of Hutch Airtel, but I never seen now. I never seen mean. Recently, I did not see any advertisement. Right. Anyway, so understand the difference between industry and firm. Industry and okay, the lamai. Right. Next one. 4 dimensions. So what is mean by dimension? I'm talking about next topic. 4 dimensions. Okay, the lamai. Look at the point. Right. 4 dimensions of market structures. 4 dimensions. Listen very carefully, Lamai. Now we are going to categorize market structures. Now we are going to categorize industries or markets. So what is mean by dimensions? Dimensions. Huh? Dimensions mean elements, right? Main elements. Dimensions mean elements, Lamai. Dimension mean main elements. Or we can say Buddha components. For the example, let's talk about a house, Lamai. House. Think of your house, right? The houses are different. A different design, different shapes, different color maybe. Okay. Even though we can see different houses in the society, Lamai, all of them have common characteristics, Lamai. You get what I said? These are called dimension. Markets are different, Lamai. Yes, we have different types of markets, but we can see common characteristics in each market. Right? Example, Buddha. If you take house, example, Dipna's house, Kalana's house, Punara is mine. Okay, the Buddha. If you take all houses, what are the common characteristics that these houses have, Lamai? Yes. What are the common features? Tell me, Buddha. Yes. You take a house. What are the common features, Buddha? Yes, Lamai. What is a common feature? Assume this is house. What are the common features, Lamai? Yes, tell me. What are the common dimensions or common parts of every house? Yes,
A
Lamai.
roof.
There's a roof. Very good. Right? There's a roof. Right? I mean, design and the way of making that roof. I mean, the main raw materials. Right? How is it made of? Might be different, Lamai. Asbestos. Some people use asbestos. Some people use that tile. Ulu ulu. Okay, the Lamai. And some people can use something else. Okay, the Lamai. Even though the material, the way of designing roof is different, Buddha, every house has a roof, right? Anyway, what else, Buddha? Roof. Then there's a foundation, right? That flooring part. Okay, someone can use cement, someone can use tile, another raw material. Okay, the Lamai. Even though the flooring is different house to house, every house has that part. Okay, the Lamai, the floor. Then walls. Okay, the Lamai. And what else? Rooms, windows. Okay, the Lamai. Doors. These are the common features, or we can say with the common common properties of a house. Even though houses are different, we can identify some common features. When it comes to market structures, the markets are different, but every market has some common characteristics. Okay, these are called main dimensions or elements of market structures. First one, Lamai, write down. First one. First one. Number of firms. Number of firms. Number of firms operating in the industry, Lama. Operating. Number of firms operating in the industry. Like every house has a roof. Every market has the number of sellers. It might be the number of sellers might be different market to market, but that's a common feature. Every market has number of sellers, Lama. Like a house, roof of a house, right? In a market, Buddha, sometimes that number of sellers might be large. It can be large number of sellers, many, fewer one. Okay, the example, paddy market, there are large number of sellers in the market. When it comes to telecommunication market, few large sellers, a few sellers in the market. When it comes to electricity market, Buddha, only one seller. In Sri Lanka, gas market, gas. How many sellers, Punara, gas? Who are the main suppliers in the gas industry, Buddha? Yes.
Gas and Love.
Litro and Laugh. Only two. Then Buddha, entire market consists of two suppliers. Okay, the Lama. This is called dual poly, Lama. Right? Only two firms dominate the entire market. Right? Every firm having a significant market share. Right? Anyway, first common characteristic is the number of firms or sellers in operating in the industry. Second one, the nature of the product. The nature of the product. The nature of the product. Nature of the product. Which means that every market has a the product which is sold in the market. Okay, the Lama. Even though they are different, Buddha, different products are sold. Every market has need to have a the particular product. It's like a flow of a house, right? Okay. Buddha, these are the different types of products. Number one, Buddha, some markets have identical or homogeneous goods. Other one, actually, there should be three. Right? Listen, I'll. Example, Lama. Second, what is second characteristic? Second one is the nature of the product. Nature of the product. Nature of the product. So the nature of the product means what kind of product, what kind of good or service is traded or exchanged in the market. Example, let's say egg or paddy, fuel, vegetables. These are some markets, Lama. Fuel market, let's talk about fuel market. Tell me, Buddha, are fuel sold by different firms? Okay, the Buddha. Same or different? I mean, these are the features. Number one, color, price, smell might be. Okay, the Lamai. And quality. Are they same or different? Firm to firm. Fuel. If you buy fuel from Colombo or Candibuta, is there a difference? petrol 92 octane 92 octane petrol, right? If you buy petrol from two places Buddha, and put this petrol to one basket, can you separate them? Can you separately identify this is from Colombo, right? This fuel from Kandy? Can you? Kalana?
Can't.
Can't. These are called identical products now. Homogeneous, right? And paddy lamai, right? Right? Assume you buy paddy from 10 sellers and put all them together. I mean, one basket of rice. Then Buddha, I ask you to pick it up. Then can you Buddha, can you separate this house from this Mudalali uncle? This rice from this Mudalali uncle. This rice from Cargill. So this rice from no. It's very difficult to separate them. It's difficult us to identify, separate. All are same, right? Quality, shape. Okay, the lamai color, price might be example, same price for petrol everywhere in the island lamai. Vegetables, okay, the lamai, and fish might be okay, and so vegetables, fish, these are called identical products now, right? In terms of color, shape, design, quality, price, everything same. This means that we don't have any preference towards any seller. Vegetables lamai, fish, can buy anyone because no any difference, all products are same. Did you get what I said? These are called identical products, right? So nature of product can be Buddha plus one, homogeneous or identical. Homogeneous or identical. I'm talking about second dimension of market structures. Buddha second category is differentiated. Right? In some markets, Buddha, products can be differentiated. What is meant by differentiated? Differentiated means simple idea, difference. For the example, if you learn economics from Guru Nivasam, from me or someone else, same syllabus, same exam, same lessons also same. Tell me, if you learn economics from two teachers, will the service be same or different?
Different.
Different. Even though the same syllabus or same paper, the way of teaching is different. Way of explaining is different. Differentiated. Products are different. That's why you have a specific preference for someone. Doctors, lawyers, right? If you, take medicine, or if you meet two doctors for same disease, the way of treating you, or the way of giving medicines and the medicines they recommend are different. Differentiated. Lamai, what about TV channels? TV channel industry. Are all firms providing same service or different service? Alan, same service or different service?
Different
Different,
service.
Lamai. Differentiated products. Okay, the Lamai. What else? Soft drinks, lamai. That bottled soft drinks in Sri Lanka, Elephant House, Coca-Cola, are they same or different? In terms of color, price, brand, that design, are they same or different? Dipna? Dipna? In bottled soft drinks industry, are all firms selling same product or different, I mean, differentiated product or homogeneous product?
Homogeneous product.
My God, cool drinks, in terms of color, taste, price, brand, designing, are they same? The ඔක්කොම එකයිද ළමයි?
No, sir.
No, different Buddha. If if you buy Coca-Cola and Elephant House or Orange Crush or something, Orange Crush, යව්වනේ පොපින චමත්කාරය නේද මතකද? Same ද ළමයි? නෑනේ ළමයි. Different. Shape, color, Okay, the lamai. The the level of chemicals is added to the ingredients lamai, they are different. These are called differentiated products. So remember, product can be homogeneous, differentiated. There's another one, Putha. Third one is unique. Product can be unique as well. Unique mean Putha, no close substitutes. No close substitutes at all. Best example, railway, electricity. Railway, right? Only one firm there providing a unique service. They don't say, sir, if train is not available, I can use a bus. No. Those are not close substitutes now. Those are distant substitutes. I'm talking about close substitutes. In Sri Lanka, with the water supply, no close substitutes. If you want to, take that the water, that the service, you have to go to only Sri Lankan Water Board Lamai. Okay, no any other suppliers providing that water, the supply. Okay, the lamai. Electricity, cigarettes, tobacco. Okay, the lamai. These are called unique. Unique mean the unique product mean products which don't have close substitute. Mean consumers don't have close substitutes. Consumers cannot substitute any other product instead of this product. But remember, there can be some distant substitutes. I'm talking about close substitute. In toothpaste market, if you don't like Signal, you can move into Klogard. Okay, the lamai. Those are close substitutes, right? Even though price might be different, color might be different, but same ni lamai. Clear? So remember the nature of the product. What type of product that the industry is selling, or the firms are in the industry are selling to consumers. There are three types of products, lamai: homogeneous, differentiated, and unique. Right. If you want to write this down, there are four main dimensions to categorize markets, Buddha. First one, number of sellers. Number of sellers can be one firm, few large firms in the industry, or small number of large firms in the industry. No, sorry. Large number of small firms like paddy. When it comes to nature of the product, Buddha, product can be homogeneous, differentiated, and unique. Right. Third one, write down for the barriers to entry and exit. But don't worry about these four features. Everything will be discussed in detail, right? I'm just, giving a small introduction. Third one, write down, Lamai. Barriers to entry and exit. Barriers to entry, or we can say barriers to enter. Barriers to enter and exit. Exit from the market. From the market is third one. Barriers to enter and exit from the market. But listen, barrier mean anything. Barrier can be anything which restricts a new firm come in into the market. Come into the market. So what does it mean? Barrier mean anything, right? Any kind of anything. It can be legal barrier, it can be technical barrier or natural barrier, whatever. Anything which restricts, which limits, okay, or which prevents a new firm coming into the market, right? Best example, let's say Lamai, right, Kalana wants to start a that bottle soft drink firm like Coca-Cola and Elephant House. Okay, the Lamai. Kalana wants to start a soft drink firm. firm producing, manufacturing soft drink. Halana, can you easily enter into soft drink market in Sri Lanka, or are there some barriers?
There are some barriers.
There are more barriers. Lama. Number one is the you have to invest a huge amount of capital. That is the first barrier. We don't have that much of capital, Lama. Right? Other one is with a technical barrier, because we don't know. I mean, we don't have that technical knowledge. Right, the production of that cool drinks and the distribution, especially with our we don't have distribution channels. It's very difficult for us to start a business like that. We can easily start a grocery shop with in front of your house, selling by investing small amount of capital you can invest. Sorry, you can start. But these some firms with when entering into some industries, there are so many barriers. Tell me, in the world, how many firms manufacturing airplanes? I'm not asking airways, Lamai. I'm asking the firms producing airplanes. How many firms in the world? Not in Sri Lanka, not at all. I mean, in the world, how many firms manufacturing airplanes, Lamai? There are so big number of sellers, or sorry, producers, or few, or one, or only two? Remember, Airbus and Boeing. I think you might have heard. Only two, Lamai. In the world, okay, the Buddha. How many countries in the world? Only two firms producing airplanes. Why? Why? Why can't others enter into this market, Lamai? They are making the big amount of profit. Then other investors, okay, the Buddha, the investors are willing to join or willing to enter into this market of producing airplanes. Why can't they enter easily? Buddha, producing an airplane is not simple. Number one, technical knowledge. Other one is huge capital, machinery and all, technical knowledge. Okay, the number one, that investment, the initial investment. Okay, the building shipbuilding, Lamai. Right? If someone wants to build a ship, Buddha, number one, that person must have that technical knowledge. Other one is, Buddha, to build a ship, there should be a dockyard. Okay, the Lamai. Millions, billions money need to be spent. These are sunk costs, right? The money spent initially cannot be recovered, cannot be recovered again. Right? These are barriers, Lamai. Some industries have so many barriers. Barrier mean anything which restricts a new firm come into the market. Due to these barriers, Buddha, the new firms are not coming into the market. Even though they come into the market, Buddha, within few days or few months, they have to shut down their operations and leave the firm, leave the industry. Sorry, that much of heavy barriers. Soft drinks, okay, the Lamai. Electricity generation, okay, the Lamai. And TV channels, very, very difficult, Lamai. These are called barriers. In some markets, Buddha, no barriers. Anyone can come into the market anytime. And if that firm is not making the significant or the profit level that it wants, then it can leave the industry. No any barriers. Best example, paddy. If you want to cultivate paddy or some vegetables, Lamai, you can do it by investing a small amount. If you want to start a grocery shop, Lamai, you can go to that market. You can start your own business by investing 10,000 to 20,000 maximum. Buy some groceries and sell it to the in front of your house. Making a small hut. Okay, in that hut you can start selling. Right? What about tuition? Are there barriers, Lamai? I mean, relatively less barriers there, or more barriers or less barriers? If you want to start a tuition class, you can start a tuition class after the A level. Okay, the Lamai. So, especially in Sri Lanka, Lamai, you can do it. Okay. So, what I need to say, no barriers. The barriers are there, but relatively low. Did you get what I say? Right? Barriers to entry and exit from the market. Any doubt, Punara? Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Clear, right? Fourth one, write down, Lamai. Fourth main point. Fourth dimension is nature of market information. Nature. Nature of market information. Nature of market information. Nature of market information. Okay, Dalamai. Punara, tell me, why do we need market information, Buddha? Why do we need information?
To make decisions.
To make decisions. Very good. Buddha, in markets, some markets, informations are not freely available. Example, Buddha, if you want to start, the business producing paddy or selling rice or whatever small grocery shop, Buddha, informations are available about price and marketing techniques used by other sellers. Okay, the Lamai. And how to produce, production, everything available, Lamai. Right? In some markets, Buddha, informations are not freely available. And also they are not accurate. Best example, let's say, Buddha, assume you want to start a biscuit, the firm manufacturing biscuit like Maliban. Then if you go and ask, right, Maliban, can I have your formula of producing your biscuit? How do you produce biscuit? What is your secret? What is your secret formula? Buddha, will you be given the formula by Maliban? මේම තමයි අපි බිස්කට් සදන්නේ මේම ඇඩ් කරන්න මේම දාන්න කියයිද ළමයි? එහෙම කියන්නේ නැහැ. They have a secret formula. Coca-Cola. Okay, the Buddha. And Manchi, Maliban, okay, the lamai, Nestamol, okay, the lamai. We can make biscuits, Buddha, but not Maliban, something else. We can't get that taste and, the specially taste, color. Okay, the Buddha. Even though they have mentioned the main ingredients used in that, the biscuit, that cover or that polythene cover or box of biscuit, Buddha, biscuit box, the way of mixing them, way of making biscuits are different, Lamai. Did you get what I said? Right? We can't make malignant biscuit, Lamai. They never disclose their information. They never disclose their secrets. Okay, the Lamai. Coca-Cola, I think you might have heard that story. Right? Only 2 people in the world know that formula. I mean, how to make Coca-Cola. Okay, the Lamai. Right? KFC lamai. KFC. Okay. That's this. Then KFC. What is other one? McDonald's. Okay, the lamai. Pizza Hut. These are secrets. They never disclose information. Right? In but I need to say, Buddha, in some markets there are perfect information. Informations are perfect. But the perfect mean, remember, in some markets, perfect informations available. Perfect. Okay, the lamai. Perfect. In some markets, the informations are imperfect. The perfect information mean number 1, right? For perfect information, that 4 main characteristics must be fulfilled. Right? Number 1, information should be accurate. Information should be accurate. Second one, information should be update one, not outdated one, right? Accurate, relevant. Third one, timely information. Timely means the update. Timely. Last one, at free of charge. Free of charge. Okay, if these informations are available, that is called perfect information, right? Assume Buddha, you want to enter into a certain industry, right? Assume cool drinks or soft drinks or toothpaste or whatever. You want to jump into the industry as a firm. Then Buddha, you need information to make that decision, right? If you can get information which have these 4 characteristics, those are called perfect information. Those are called perfect information. Accurate, relevant, timely, at free of charge. But in most markets, Buddha, remember, very difficult for us to take this information, right? If these 4 attributes are not available, those are called imperfect information. Imperfect. Did you get what I said? Imperfect information. Imperfect information. Right. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Then what are the main dimensions of market structures, Buddha? What are the main dimensions which we use to classify market structures? Even though markets are different, Buddha, we can identify very common 4 characteristics in each and every market. First one, number of sellers. Second one, nature of the product. Third one, barriers to entry and exit. Last one, nature of market information. Based on these 4 main characteristics, we can classify or we can identify 4 types of market structures in your syllabus. Okay, right. Next one, write down. These are the market structures. Okay, Dalamai. Right. Core dimensions. This is done. Then Buddha, there are 4 types of market structures that could be easily identified based on above criteria. First one, write down Buddha, perfectly complete market. Buddha, I'll use the whiteboard. It's easy for me. Right, I'm going to complete these 4 market structures. Write down. These are the 4 market structure. Page number 5. No, 4. Page number 4. Page number 4. Okay, Dalamai. These are the market structures. Number 1, perfectly competitive. Perfectly competitive. Perfectly competitive markets. Competitive market. Some markets can be classified into a separate category called perfectly competitive. That okay. Second one, Lamai. So this is called perfect competition as well. Perfectly competition or perfect competition. Okay. Second one, Lamai, monopoly. Monopoly market. This is also known as monopolistic market. Both are same. Monopolistic. Monopolistic. Third one, Lamai, monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition. The second one is monopoly or monopolistic. Third one is not monopolistic tamai, but there's another one, monopolistic competition. Last one lamai, oligopoly. Right? Last market structure is oligopoly market. These are the 4 market structures that need to be discussed in your syllabus. Okay, the lamai. Perfectly competitive market, monopoly market, monopolistic competition, and oligopoly. Okay, the lamai. Say it one more time, lamai. What are the 4 main market structures? Perfectly competitive, monopoly, monopolistic competition, and let me know once you are done.
Done, sir.
Okay. Sorry, lamai. P-O-L-Y, yeah? Oligopoly. P-O-L-Y. Oligopoly. Okay, the lamai. Unara, Dipna,
Done, sir.
done?
Done, sir.
Okay. Okay, next one, Buddha, scale or spectrum of market structure. Look at next page. Sorry, next point. Right. Scale or spectrum of market structures. Okay, the lamai. Buddha, I'm going to complete this the box given. I'll use the whiteboard, right? Better for me. It's easy for me, right? Okay. Okay, Dala, what is the topic? Scale or spectrum. Spectrum of market structures. Spectrum of market structure. Okay, Dalamai, right. That remember, I'm going to give a very brief introduction or classification for market structures that we have copied down for market structures based on the level of competition. Based on what? Level of competition. Okay, Dalamai, right. Level of competition. This categorization based on level of competition. Here, high competition. High competition. I mean 100% competitive. Here, low competition. Or we can say zero competition. 0% competition, or we can say low competition. Listen very carefully. What are the two axes, Lamai? Sorry, two extremes. 100% competitive and zero competition market, competitive market. Okay, the Lamai, right. But if market is 100% competitive, there are large number of sellers. Okay, the Lamai, I'll explain the characteristics. Perfect competition, Buddha, goes to this point. Perfect competition. Perfect competition. For the perfect competition market is the market structure where there's a huge market competition between sellers. Okay, the lamai. No one has significant market power. Okay, the lamai. No one can exploit consumers, even though they can't even decide their own market price. They have to accept the prevailing market price, which is determined by demand and supply force. How nice it is, lamai. From consumers' point of view, Buddha, this is the best market structure, right? Perfect competition. When it comes to zero competition, that is a monopoly lamai. Second market structure. In monopoly lamai, no market competition. No market competition, Buddha. Competition is zero. Example, electricity board, electricity market. No competition lamai. Why? Only one seller there, right? That competitor, that seller which dominates the entire market can decide the market price. They can exploit consumers with the example. If Sri Lankan electricity board wants to increase the price by, I mean, price of electricity tariff by 20%, Buddha, they can do it. They don't care. Why? They know that consumers don't have any close substitute. Even though price is increased, Buddha, consumers have to use that product. Okay, the lamai. So, Kalana, tell me, is it good or bad, Buddha? The having a monopoly, can we accept this? Zero competition in the market. Consumers can be exploited. Consumers don't have any close substitutes. From consumers' point of view, Buddha, or from economic point of view, you know, it something good or bad, positive or negative, Buddha?
Negative.
Negative. It's not good. Economically, it's not good. Okay, the lamai. Right. Then, Buddha, these are called two extremes of market structure. Two extreme market structures. Why? 100% competition, zero competition. Two extremes. Okay, the lamai. Right. It's like capitalism and socialism. Pure capitalism and pure socialism. Two extremes, two extreme ideologies in the world. In between these two, Buddha, we can recognize or we can identify another two market. This is two market structures. This is first one. This is second one. Then, Buddha, in between these two, there are two another market structures. Next one, lamai. Monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition. Monopolistic competition is towards perfectly competition market. It's not competition like perfectly competitive, but anyway, it has a significant market competition. I would say these are some imaginary values. Let's say with the 80% market is competitive. There are significant or large number of sellers in the market. Consumers have more options. Okay, the lamai. It's not up to the level the level of perfect competition. No. But very close to perfect competition market structure. This is third one. Fourth one is Buddha. It's not monopoly, right? But it's closer to monopoly. That is oligopoly. Oligopoly. It is oligopoly. Okay, the lamai. I would say Buddha market, there is a competition, but less competition. Let's say 30%. Example, telecommunication market in Sri Lanka, gas, fuel. Competition is there due to, as there are some sellers in the market, few sellers in the market, consumers have options as well, but less competition. Everyone has a significant market share. And also every large dominant firm can influence the market price. They can exploit consumers. Clear the lamai. Oligopoly. And Buddha, in between these two, here especially, There is another market structure, I would say structure, yes, that is called duopoly. Duopoly. D-U-O-P-O-L-Y. Duopoly. Duopoly means the market is dominated by only two firms. Only two firms. Okay, Lama. It is very, more critical than even oligopoly, Lama. Okay, not monopoly. Market is dominated by only two sellers. Sri Lanka gas market, Lama, Litro and Laf. In Middle East countries, the telecommunication, especially Qatar, Dubai, if I'm not mistaken, mainly the telecommunication market is dominated by two large telecommunication firms, or Redo and only two. These are called duopoly. Okay, the Lamai. But in your level, Buddha, we are not going to discuss this part in detail. These are the four market structures that we have to discuss. Did you get Buddha? Did you get what I said? This is this market, this classification. Okay, this chart is based on Buddha, the level of competition. Level of competition. The level of competition. Any doubt, Lamai?
No, sir.
No. Buddha, this lesson is really important because if you want to start a business one day, right? If you have any objective or any the willingness to start a business, Buddha, this lesson is really important, right? Because if you don't know how market structures or different markets behave, how they actually behave or operate in the economy, Buddha, the starting business is also difficult. Example, Lamai, if we are looking for the starting business, Buddha, it's very difficult us to go to monopoly market, Lamai, because we don't have money, and also there are so many restrictions. Right, second market category is not for us. Fourth one also is not for us, Buddha. We can't start oligopoly market. I mean, we can't go into oligopoly market structure. Toothpaste, soft drinks, okay, the lamai, and biscuit, TV channels, newspapers, banks, insurance, okay, the lamai. It's very difficult for us to enter into oligopoly market, lamai. Oligopoly, monopoly, both. Then we have only two market structures, Buddha. Right? People like us, have only two market structures: perfect competition and monopolistic competition. Okay, the Laman. You want to start a business one day, Buddha, it's better to go either into perfect competition market or monopolistic market. You can't go into oligopoly and monopoly. It's very difficult, Laman. It's not impossible, but it's very difficult. Right? The tuition belongs to monopolistic competition. I belong to that monopolistic competition. There's a huge competition, but remember, Buddha, products are differentiated. Products are different, so I can charge. I mean, sellers can charge different prices. In a perfect competition market, Buddha, every seller has to charge the same price. Best example, vegetables. Okay, the lamai. Fuel. Sorry, fuel is not the perfect competition market. Vegetables, paddy, they can't decide their own market price. The vegetable fatty farmer කෙනෙකුට කියන්න බෑ මම මේ හරි අමාරුවෙන් මේවා හදාගත්තේ, right? I've cultivated this paddy with a huge cost. I've incurred a big amount of cost, so I'm going to sell 1 unit of paddy at 250 rupees, right? This is my price. If you don't like to buy it, okay, doesn't matter, you can go home. එහෙම එයාට මුකුත් කරන්න බෑ ළමයි. Okay, the lamai, regardless of effort or cost of production, Buddha, he has to sell the product at a prevailing market price, which is determined by demand and supply process. If market price is 50 rupees, Buddha, the farmers have to sell entire stock of paddy at 50 rupees, whether he likes or not. That is the most important one. Okay, Right. Right. Market structures. Then Buddha, we have to discuss these market structures one by one. Right. Perfectly competitive market. Perfectly competitive market. Right. You can see Buddha, the topic is perfectly competitive markets, defining characteristics or assumptions. Buddha, I have purposely put this word assumptions because Lamai, listen, uh, in the real world, no real example or no perfect example for perfect competition. You get what I said? Even though we discussed with the perfectly competitive markets with characteristics, next day Buddha, I'll be explaining characteristics. We are very difficult for us to find a perfect example, 100% or perfect example for perfect competition market, which has all these characteristics that I'm going to give you. Right? If I give you the 10 characteristics of perfect competition market, it's very difficult us to find a market which has all of these characteristics. Did you get what I said? It doesn't mean that all characteristics do not exist. No, 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 no. Out of 10 Buddha, we can say 8 exits, right? Or 7 characteristics can be seen. My point is, Buddha, in the real world, it's very difficult for us to find a perfect example for perfect competition. Perfect examples for perfect competition. There are some examples, but not perfectly correct. Or these examples, do not meet that all characteristics of perfectly competitive market that we discuss in the classroom. Okay, the Lama. Right. Okay, Lama, that's enough today. Sorry for the late today. That part will be covered in Wednesday class, Lama. Okay. Right. Thank you for coming. See you next day. Okay, the Lama. Bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Goodbye.
sir. Goodbye, sir.
Yes, sir.